Caravan Salon 2020. This is the 2021 range from Benimar. This is their Tesoro 463 up, and van costs around 51,000, 52,000, something like that. It says that 50,200 or 199 up there, but that doesn't include delivery, so hard to get a van without getting it delivered, in my opinion. 170 horsepower engine, 140 watts of solar come with it. It's got a 20-inch television, it's got an awning, and it's got a travel kit. I wonder what a travel kit is. It's probably 4 wheels and a steering wheel comes inside. It is 748 centimeters long, 5 belted positions, 5 places around the table, 5 places to sleep. 5 places to sleep. Well, that's quite good, isn't it? Well, so big amount of space around the table here. Table's great. You've got a door that opens, and let's go to the back, because I think this is pretty good. What I've termed the German layout. So that's what it's like in potentially its night position, or if you want to sort of make more space here, or maybe you want to have singles, that goes up there. You can turn it around, you can take it out, push this back, steps come out, elegant steps up to the bed. You don't want that there like that. Here's an idea. Turn the whole thing around, it's nice and light, and you've got all that space. So, or you could put this up like this, something like that. And as you can see, I did that with one hand. Put it back down again. If you want to escape, you can go at the back here. So if police stop you for speeding, what you do, you run into the back here and they'll never find you. Assuming, of course, that you close the garage doors so you can get into the garage from the inside. And as you can see, the garage is absolutely enormous. In here we've got this wardrobe, and the other side, what do you think's in here? Yeah, well, you're wrong. It's a cupboard, really. Not a cupboard. What do you call it? It's got one ledge and used for storage. You've got the slats here on the bed. The bed appears to be from Project 2000 Lippert components, I think, and in Italy. Separate shower with a skylight. Toilet, okay, and as you probably knew, sliding door. I'm coming more and more over the idea of the corner kitchen. I like the idea of having it here. It depends on the van, of course. It doesn't always work in every van. We have here a modern range. Plenty of space there between the hobs. As well as storage down here. And there's your gas. And this thing here goes back quite a bit. So come back in here, bed with an electric, what do you call it, operates electrically. Something like that, get up to it with the ladder. In fact, it will go down a little bit further. No, it won't, that's it. And put it back up again. And I presume, I think you can make a bed down here as well. What do you think? Now it's the fridge. Somebody left it open. Oh no, it was closed, sorry. We'll have a look at it from the outside. Now, as I mentioned, it's got this enormous garage, and you can get a whole cycle fleet of bicycles in there. You know, with the solar and everything, it's quite a reasonable price. Let's have a look at a couple more vans. Here's a Tesoro 497. This one's on a Ford. I think in most cases you get the choice of a Ford or a Fiat. There are differences though in price. Ford tends to be cheaper than the Fiat Ducato. This thing is going to cost 55,000 more or less. Queen bed at the back. Bed will come down as with the previous one. Switches there. Of the two, I'd rather this one, I think. Well, this is not really a competing one, so it's a smaller van. This is 634 centimeters in length. Actually, come to think of it, I think I'd rather this one. That's only because I like to have smaller vans. This bed will go up and down as well. I'll have a look in here. And if the bed went up, the garage would be even bigger. 442 Tesoro. That means treasure in Italian, not Spanish. This one here is 694 centimeters in length. friend of mine's got one of these. He'll no doubt leave a comment below. Tesoro 481, 6-meter van. I think this is excellent use of space. Although, you know, if something's electric, they can break, and I don't know. You have an overcab model, such as this one here. This is the Sport 363. (58,743 centimeters long). 2 beds up the front. 2 better way of getting in and out. Well, this one does have drawers there on that side. Same toilet as we saw in the first one. Mileo 268. It's got a really big garage. It's been brought out for 2021. Got a lot of space, and it's got the same rear as we saw, although it's got a different toilet configuration. Mileo 282, but some work going on in there, so we'll let the work go on in there and not bother them. Mileo 261, semi-integrated. In fact, they're all semi-integrated except the very last one I'm going to show you. Again, brought up for this year, 2021. Comparatively reasonable price as far as motorhomes go. This one here is 56 and a bit thousand. Got a closed bathroom, similar layout. I say open, I'm thinking of the ones such as the one we just saw. Of course, I'm not suggesting they don't have a door. Bathroom in my van doesn't have a door. And seeing as I'm not travelling alone any longer, it's a bit embarrassing at times. This thing here is 7 meters in length. Mileo 263. Just over 739 centimeters in length. Bed above. And similar layout at the back. When I said open, that's what I meant. That's an open toilet, but a closed shower. Sort of thing. I'll have to get my vocabulary sorted out. And we're going to finish off with the top of their range. This is the So top of the range, and this what says from 63, it's going to be about 65. It's 7 meters long. They've all got diesel heating, I think. This one has, and a couple of the other ones have. Beds at the back, the bunks, but they move up and down, so it wouldn't necessarily have it at that height. I mean, the height it goes to is approximately here, as a rule. We'll have a look at the garage and see how that works. From the garage, modern range in here. As you can see here, we've got the mechanism for the bed to go up and down in. Amphitryon 940. You know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to take you around the halls a little bit. We'll have a quick look at, not the halls, the hall. This hall is from Trigano, which is the largest European manufacturer. Hymer's in second position. Trigano as a name is the corporate name, maybe isn't so well known, but they own these brands. We've got here, I think they've got about 28 brands in total, but this here in Germany there's 7 if memory serves me correctly. And so we've got, for example, at the very top we've got EuraMobil and Mobilvetta design. They're the ones at the top. The cheapest brand, I think it's fair to say, is Roller Team. And now Adria is within their corporate structure, but it is not within the brands that I've taught. Trigano's the financial investor, but Adria maintains a completely different style and look to it, and they're not sharing the same internal equipment. So if you across the range, you might, for example, here, and we'll have a look in this Roller Team van, you might see that they get the wood, it's not wood, but the material, the construction materials, all from the same manufacturer, or the mattresses, or these things. For example, this thing, that's exactly the same manufacturer as you'd see, for example, in Benimar. It's an Italian company, and so if they have, they can pool resources, and as such, then they can get cheaper prices, or they can say, well, look, we manufacture, you know, whatever, 5,000 vehicles a year. We'll be ordering 5,000 mattresses from you. Then we can maybe pay a little bit up front. What can you actually do for us? EuraMobil, as I mentioned earlier, is at the very top of the range with Mobilvetta design. Forster, for example, is what they call entry level vehicle. Now Roller Team and Benimar, you see more or less the same sort of designs. But now Forster, the company's opening this year a new production facility, or it's doubling its existing production facility in Italy, or south of Pescara, and in Abruzzi, and that will be manufacturing, for example, Forster vans. Here we've got Mobilvetta design, which I mentioned. Again, rather unique motorhomes. And here we have Challenger, which is manufactured in the same plant as Chausson. Now, within the corporate structure within Germany, Chausson's a separate brand, but maybe it isn't in other countries. sometimes the way the corporate structure appears is, I mean, I appreciate if you're watching this, you're watching it because you're interested in motorhomes and not finance. And to be quite honest, I don't understand the branding, even though I used to be the publisher of a business magazine, and so I've got a reasonable idea how these things work. Now the trade fair hasn't yet opened. This is the first Saturday, and people will be coming through the doors in around half an hour's time or so. But you can see people are getting ready. This year, 2020, has been a rather unfortunate year because of the COVID situation. There's half the amount of people here as have been in the past, or exhibitors. And I suspect we're going to see something similar for the visitors as well. But it's the cup half empty, half full. Half the people who were here last year are here this year. So, and because of that, I can come here and do this filming. I noticed a number of people who are doing a similar sort of thing to what I do didn't come, and I perfectly appreciate the reasons for that. Now, so anyway, so we give a little bit of a background and a little walk around as well. I think there are people who like to see things. Look, I'll be doing these vans in more detail, but if you see something you really want, you write it down and I'll see if I can get it done for you. Even though I appreciate the fair will no longer be on by the time you're watching this, but there are other events, you know, by the time, if you write down what you like, and I'll get it up to you within, let's say, 4 months, because I would be able to film it at the Stuttgart event. And they told me that yesterday Stuttgart is definitely going ahead. Ciao. Right, so that's a little bit of a walk around, and you know what, I can't even remember which van I started off with now. I think it was this one here, wasn't it? The 463 up. Okay, thanks very much for watching. I hope you found that interesting, and you know, I wanted to do a business channel on YouTube, but I thought, just too much. It's too much work. I'm doing history stuff. I'm doing travel stuff. I can't do a business thing as well. But anyway, talk about that maybe in another video. Thanks very much for watching, and all the best from Düsseldorf.